To the property market now, and clearance rates have inched toward their highest point in 7 weeks after the market experienced a hammering off the back of the federal budget. The auction clearance rate rose above 50% this week, the highest it's been in almost 2 months. But the statistics show fewer homes are being sold at auction than they were this time last year. For some analysis, Gerard Berg, Head of Research at Cotality, joins me now. Good morning to you. Is confidence returning to the market?
Oh, look, I think it's worth stressing that this really is a pickup that we've seen off a very low base. So while it's a small sign of improvement, there are probably fewer sellers now in the market looking to get their home sold, and there's probably been a little bit of a readjustment in terms of the expectation that they have around what sort of price they can get for their home.
So are fewer homes actually on the market, but the ones that are on are selling?
Yeah, look, that's right. But it's also this general readjustment to this downturn that we're now experiencing. So the auction market is very popular at times of strength. People sort of view that as an opportunity to sort of bid up the price with more bidders. But auctions are now fading a little bit in terms of popularity as we're seeing this downturn as well. So compared to this time last year, we've seen about an 8% drop in the total number of volume. And that's really been driven by a downturn in Sydney in the numbers of properties being auctioned.
OK, what about prices, which is what a lot of people are concerned about? Do you have any numbers on whether the top end of the market is selling more, or whether that first home buyer market, which I guess is under 1.5?
Yeah, look, when we see the performance of different segments of the market, it's definitely the top end that has been deteriorating more rapidly. That's been dropping in Sydney, for example, over 3% now, month on month, while the bottom end of the market is now just starting to ease a little bit lower. It has been much slower to react. This is essentially a reflection of the level of competition in these different spaces. Those high-end markets have much fewer number of buyers, whereas in the lower reaches, not only are there first home buyers, but there's also people who found themselves priced out of those more expensive segments.
Yeah, so you would guess, I mean, the government wants the first homeowner market to drop more, but at this stage it's the more expensive houses. That's an interesting point. Thank you very much for your analysis, Gerard.